The Osmo Pocket 3 is a great camera for getting smooth footage, but attaching one to a car creates a few challenges, and while there is a wide selection of mounting arms, not all of them give you good results. I recently did a video shoot that required me to use 2 Osmo Pocket 3s at once. And up until now, I've just been shooting with one Pocket 3 and using the Tilta Hydra Alien Mini, which I've been pretty happy with. And here's an example of some of the footage I've gotten with it. But this time around, when I needed a second mount for the second Pocket 3, I decided to purchase the SmallRig Mini shock absorber with the electric suction mount, which was $135 versus the Hydra Alien Mini that was $149. So not a huge price difference, but while using these 2 mounting arms side by side, it was clear that one of them was much better than the other. Now, a mounting arm serves 2 purposes, and the most important of these purposes is keeping the camera attached to your car so you don't damage or lose it. The other purpose is to keep your camera steady. And in addition to how well a mounting arm serves these 2 purposes, there's also a few other designs that can make or break the user experience of the product. Now, I don't find either the Tilta Hydra Alien Mini or the SmallRig Mini shock absorber to be perfect because they each have their strengths and weaknesses. As far as build quality, both mounting arms feel high quality and they both come with nice storage cases. But each of the mounting arms have qualities that I like and dislike. For the Tilta Hydra Alien Mini, I like that the battery display shows 4 levels to give you a more accurate idea of how much battery life you have left. It also seems to have longer battery life than the SmallRig Mini shock absorber. I also like the spring tension adjustment knob is located in a place that's easy to access it. But I don't like how the standard Pocket 3 mounting bracket forces you to angle the camera away from the direction that the mounting arm is facing. Another thing I don't like about the Hydra Alien Mini is how difficult it can be to turn it off. You're supposed to just push the red button twice, but it usually takes several tries before it will actually turn off. And for the SmallRig Mini shock absorber, I like that it will let you mount the Pocket 3 in the direction that the arm is facing. I like that it's much more compact, and I like that when you push the power button, it actually turns off. But I don't like how the battery life indicator is either red or green. I thought that over time, the light bar would turn green all the way up to the top, but the level never charged. So you never know if it's fully charged or just a little charged. Now, after I watched the footage from the video shoot where I used both the Tilta Hydra Alien Mini and the SmallRig Mini shock absorber, I noticed that the footage from the camera attached to the SmallRig device was a lot shakier than the footage from the camera attached to the Tilta. But I didn't want to automatically assume that the SmallRig device was the problem, because when I did the video shoot, the 2 cameras were fitted with completely different accessories. One had the extended battery and a neutral density filter, while the other had the newer teleconverter lens attached. And because one had the neutral density filter and the other had the teleconverter lens, I had to set both the shutter speed and ISO differently on each camera, which could have affected the camera's ability to keep the shot steady. And because of the numerous differences between the 2 camera setups, I couldn't be 100% sure that the shaky footage was solely because of the SmallRig mount. So to find out for sure, I did a more scientific test where both cameras were fitted with the exact same accessories and both cameras had the exact same settings. And I ran a side-by-side stability test between the 2 mounts, and the results make it very clear which one of these mounts is superior to the other. Driving over a set of railroad tracks gives the mounts their first challenge, and neither mount does well here. When we watch in slow motion, we see that they both struggle to keep the camera steady, and both cameras lose focus. When we drive over some small asphalt patches in the road, we begin to see the difference in the image stability of the two mounts. When we watch in slow motion, we see that the camera attached to the small rig mount loses focus and bounces up and down several times, while the camera on the Tilta mount keeps focus and remains steady. If you're finding this video to be informative, please give it a like. And I'm trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, so if you wouldn't mind doing me a huge favor and clicking below to subscribe. Thank you. And when driving over some mildly uneven surfaces, we get some surprisingly bad results from the small rig mount. Watching in slow motion, we see that the camera again loses focus and bounces. Here we are moving at a higher speed, and a small asphalt patch does cause both cameras to bounce, but only the camera in the small rig mount loses focus. When crossing over the raised lane markers, the Tilta mount handles it perfectly, but with the small rig, the camera loses focus each time one of the tires drives over the raised lane markers. During this turn, the rear passenger side wheel hits the curb and goes over it. When this happens, the Tilta Hydra handles the hit so well you hardly notice the driver hit the curb. Let's watch that again. The Tilta keeps the image fairly smooth, but with the small rig, you clearly notice the bump and the mount bounces several times afterward. And from this analysis, we can see that the Tilta offers superior stability on all small bumps, most medium bumps, and superior stability on large bumps. So after running these tests, it's clear that the Tilta Hydra Alien Mini is superior to the small rig Mini Shock. And when you consider that the Hydra Alien is only $14 more, there's no question that it's the one to buy. Thanks for checking out this review, and for more video equipment reviews, click here to subscribe.